What's up, agents, and welcome back to a very late Easter weekend vendor reset. It's the 2nd of April 2024. Sorry it's late. The Easter weekend absolutely threw me off. I thought it was Monday. Let's crack right on though. Right, so there's a good test subject. Just need to change the reload speed out. There's also an MP5, low on the crit chance but kind of good on everything else. You can change the talent to whatever you want. A Born Great, also pretty good. Just change the damage to armor to target out of cover and you've got yourself a good piece. There's a Palisade backpack if you need to buy and deconstruct for pieces. Everything else is trash, so let's move on. A few very quick things I'm going to point out at the clan vendor. There's a big show. It's not really well rolled, but if you need one, there's one here. Ongoing directive knees, foundry, holster, and ongoing directive gloves. There is also an M249B. If you want to keep strained on it, you could roll the health damage off perhaps. That's not terrible either. There is a Providence holster with crit chance, pretty well rolled. If you want a crit chance, crit damage, kind of perfect. There is a Badger Tough holster with Hasbro armor. Maybe you're doing some kind of tanky build with that, possible as well. Everything else trash. Let's move on. Alright, Countdown Vendor's got some goodies. There's another big show, just like my show. With swap speed on, just get rid of that and put whatever you want on. Maybe damage to target to cover, crit chance, something like that. Sacrifice, kind of perfect. Roll this to crit chance, crit damage. Got yourself a perfect glass cannon chest piece without a lot of optimization. Really good one. And there's a Night Watcher that's kind of always here. Let's go. Just like I am right now, there is a perfectly naked commando for sale if you want one. It's not very well rolled, but you can just re-roll damage to target out of cover and get it almost max. There's a relic if you really want one as well. Everything else is kind of trash, so let's move on. Over at the theatre, I've got my goodies out because there's a tsunami here. Not very well rolled, but you could make this work. There's a black market sausage if you want one. It's got fast hands that you would have to keep unless you want to keep Raids of Fire, so not perfect by any means. There is a good set of Wyvern knees though, both status effects and skill damage on. You can kind of take your pick with what you're doing with these. Might be worth picking up. Let's move on. Down at the castle, another week, another designated hitter. Everything's trash here this week. Don't bother. Let's move on. There's a couple of things over at DZ East. There's a Hollow Man with armor regen. If you make any kind of bonk build, this might actually come in pretty good. There's a relic with damage target out of cover. They're all over the place this week, it seems. So if you want this one, you can get this one. There's the stats. Another big show as well with half decent stats if you really want it. Umbra Initiative mask, Future Initiative holster. There is an Araldi mask with crit chance. Maybe you want to go crit chance headshot. That might work. And also a Badger Tough holster if you want to go crit chance crit damage. Maybe that would work also. So let's just move on. Alright, I can't believe I'm actually going to say this. DZ South have actually got some pretty decent stuff. There's a Ferocious Calm with headshot crit damage. This could easily be crit chance, crit damage if you want perfect Overwatch. This used to be the go-to piece. But unfortunately they killed it with Gear 2.0. But if you've not got one, maybe now's the time to pick one up. There's a Tommy gun with damage to target out of cover. There's a hard wired backpack. A True Patriot vest with armor regen if you go in that way. There is a really good Grupo backpack here. Crit chance, crit damage, and unstoppable force. Meaning you can roll the talent to whatever you want. This is a definite pickup if you've not got one of these. Everything else is absolute trash. Let's move on. Alright, DZ West. There's a rock and roll. It still isn't fixed, but you could just re-roll it to damage target out to cover, optimize, and you'll be okay. Everything else is kind of trash. Umbra gloves, Ace's knees. There's an RNK double red that's terrible. Let's just move on. Alright, we're down at Haven. There's never anything good for sale here, and it's pretty much the same this week. But there is some Healer Guard gloves with Hasbro on. Hasbro armor regen, great for the bonk build. Let's move on. What's up, Bob? Happy Easter, matey. Looking for Roy to save us this week. He's got his PP out. There's a PP19 for sale with damage target out of cover. Pick this up if you want to change the talent to whatever you want, but it will take a little bit of optimization. There's a relic pretty well rolled with damage target out of cover if you really wanted to use this thing, but I wouldn't. It's trash. There is a Fenris set of gloves. I don't know why you would ever use Fenris gloves, but they got crit chance on. They could be crit chance, crit damage fairly easily. But there is a good Fenris mask here with crit damage already rolled. It could quite easily be crit chance, crit damage with very little optimization. Everything else is garbage. That is going to be it. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for Trashy Mendoza. Sorry it was late. Again, agents, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.